Backs against the wall. It seems impossible, but there's nobody else I want by my side to stand in with me, to take this fight through the rise and fall. With our fearless hearts, we could beat the odds, and we could live for 1,000 years. We could be legends. If we all go down, if our time is now, we could let everyone know we were here. We could be legends.
We can live forever.
What's up guys, JNO here and welcome to the first in the Fantasy Football Fantasy Premier League series.
Our backs against the wall. It seems impossible, but there's nobody else I want by my side to stand in with me, to take this fight through the rise and fall. With our fearless hearts, we could beat the odds, and we could live for 1,000 years. We could be legends. If we all go down, if our time is now, we could let everyone know we were here. We could be legends.
We can live forever.
Well, first off, I hope this goes a lot better than it did yesterday. That's the main thing I'm worried about today, to be honest. 1 second while I just change what appears in the window. To the window, to the wall. And I won't sing anymore. But there we go. Alright, so we've got the sides from Twitter in there. Apologies, the intro isn't very dynamic at the moment, is it? It's literally just me rambling as I try and set everything up because I've just managed to get online. Alright, hopefully that will work. What's up guys and welcome to the stream. 17 people watching, thank you so much. And first off, apologies for getting online so late. As far as I can tell, audio is working. There's no haters in the chat. So everything seems to be going smoothly as it can possibly go, considering how late I am and what has happened. So first of all, massive apologies for being so late. I got home about 9 o'clock and then the internet wasn't working, and I've just got the internet working, so we are live. So hopefully we can get the stream started. I can have live chat on my iPad as well. We're trying to up the production values here on FPL today. So thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're wondering why I'm so late, it's because a friend of mine at work, because I'm leaving my current job and moving on to a new job, asked me, do you fancy a drink? That was at 3:30. I left just before 8 o'clock. Maybe we got talking to some girls. Maybe I wanted to be a decent wingman, and maybe they reminded us of one of the colleagues I work with. So we got chatting and I left a lot later than I wanted to. So here I am. I am actually here finally. Hello Marcus. Thank you for joining the chat. As always, thank you Goblin Crusher. We got a mod in the building. We got Daraj mod in the building as well. I'm just going to outright say it. This probably won't be as lucid a commentary on teams as I was hoping. Chaos is here as well. Hello Chaos, James Dice, FIFA Rajon Drogba from Virginia. I have been drinking already, so this isn't like the first stream where I was drunk by the end of it. This is a new animal where I'm drunk at the beginning, hence the water, and I'm trying to sober up a bit. We are waiting for some more people to join the chat, so we'll just have a bit of a chin wag while we go through things. How did you guys like the video that went up today? Let me know if you enjoyed the video. I know a lot of you probably know all the basics of FPL, but if that video takes off, it should hopefully bring a lot of new people into the channel. I am actually interested in seeing what my subscriber count is, because I think we're not far off of 2,700. Yeah, I'm really not working this as well as I usually would, so massive apologies. Sober up, lad, come on. I am trying. I am seriously trying. Daraj tweeting out the episode, the stream. Thank you, Daraj. I need all the help I can get today. If I hadn't promised this stream, I probably wouldn't have come on. But I promise you guys a stream. We are 11 short of 2,700. So here is the stream. And yeah, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. As I do have the Twitter page up and ready, so we'll go through some teams in a second. And just a quick thing before I go on with this stream proper. We started a bit earlier than usual. So usually I give 10 minutes for people to join. Yesterday, the hate. I will address the hate. I have been drinking, so I'm probably going to be a little bit more brutally honest. But anyone that wants to hate my channel, they can go ahead. I'm really not bothered. The fact that you are taking the time out of your day to make up accounts and then attack my stream, you know what? It means somehow I'm affecting your life. And there's plenty of people on my side that enjoy my stream. So thank you so much to all of you guys for yesterday. You literally took me from a low where I was literally like, this stream is going to absolute dog poo. And you turned it around. You guys helped me turn it around and made it something so much better than I expected it to be after the way it started. So thank you guys so much. And as for all the haters, you can bring it. I have my suspicions of who it is. There was some tweets that went out today that gave me a few ideas who it might be as well. But you know what? Let's ignore the negativity and let's have a look at some teams. If you want your team rated, the hashtag is RMTFPL, which I will put in the chat if you just want to copy and paste it. Good evening, Justin Grierson. Thomas McCarthy is in the chat. Chaos not wanting his team rated again because his changes aren't huge. Save some money on one and put the money up on another. I know they're idiots. BBUK 1999. So, you know. Dejan Seco, stay strong. Thank you very much, man. Don't worry. It affected me yesterday. I'm not going to lie. But I got over it. I got over it. And a lot of that was thanks to you guys. Andrew and Adam McCain. Oh, here we go. Niha. Well, maybe learn how to spell the word first. Yeah, there we go. We have a hater already. Jeez. You clearly make it when you get hate so early in a video. Dara Smith. Hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see 40 people already. I am going to rate teams, I promise. I will get to it. I'm just letting people join the channel first, get into the chat. We're up to 40, so I should be starting soon. Don't worry, Owen. This is what we went through yesterday. Clearly, someone, and we believe it's one person, someone clearly doesn't like my channel. So, is trying to get in on the chats and... Yeah, see? Bello Hari, I'ma shag your wife. You wish, mate. You probably have never shagged anyone in your life. I'm going to be a lot more brutally honest today, so screw you haters. You can say all the shit you want. Really doesn't bother me. Waste your energy now, and I'm sure you'll be gone in a second so we can get on with the show properly. Moderators, feel free to block anyone that says anything stupid. We have some mods in the chat, Marcus. We've got Daraj, and we also have Goblin Crusher. If I see stuff myself, I will ban it or block it myself, but you two, of course, go ahead and do what you need to do. I'ma marry your daughter. Brent, if you had any balls, you wouldn't hide behind a stupid, random emoji fucking emoticon. You would say that to my face with your picture. You'd come and say that in my area and you'd see what happened, mate. So, block again. These people will not stop us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not in a place, mindset-wise, where I'm going to get phased by these weak people that feel like they need to go online and hide behind the internet and their computer screen while I'm showing my face, going live, and actually performing for you guys. And these guys have nothing better to do with their lives than try and spread hate. So, you know what? If this stream just becomes me ranting on them, I don't care. You can't get to me. Not today, mother truckers. Anyway, guys, moderators, if you can sort out the chat for me, we are going to go to the Twitter page. I don't want to talk too much about all the negativity. I'm prepared for you guys though this time, so I'm not going to focus on it too much. We are starting with the Rate My Teams, and we are starting with a legend on this channel. We have AM Saturday, Emil S, and we have his Rate My Team FPL. It's all about the game, mate. You know the catchphrase. Mate, you better get into the top hundreds, mate. I'm going for number 1 this year. That might be the alcohol talking, but I'm going for number 1 this year. Stefan Perkovic, that wasn't my team. This is Emil's team that was ready to be rated. And that's right, Chaos, quote me. Mother truckers can hate all they like. Ain't going to get to me today. Anyway, Team 1, let's get on with the show. Let's not let these people sidetrack us. We have Fraser Forster in goal for AM Saturday and Foster on the bench. Great 2 goalkeepers. Great options there, my friend. Maguire. Harry Maguire at Leicester. He could potentially get a lot more chances than people are expecting him to up front. So I do like Harry Maguire as an option. We have Mawson and Davies. Mawson has shown you're going to have to put up with this. I'm going to stumble over my words every now and again. He's shown a sight for goal recently and in previous seasons in lower leagues. So Mawson could continue his role and get some important goals for Swansea. Ben Davies, I would go with Kieran Trippier, especially now Kyle Walker has most likely gone to Everton. I believe the deal was virtually finalised. Phillips, I said yesterday, he's probably the only decent option for a West Brom midfielder. Pedro, it's Pedro or Willian. I think Willian is slightly cheaper, so if you go with Willian, you might be able to get some more expensive players somewhere else. Hazard looks pretty certain to be not involved in the start of the season. We have Alexis Sanchez and Sane, 2 great options. Sanchez, top scoring midfielder last year. I know he's expensive this year, but he's still worth a shout. He is definitely a captaincy option. Costa, Costa, as far as I'm aware, is going to be leaving Chelsea, so you may need to look at transferring him out, but there should be strikers you can put in for Costa. Lukaku, great choice. Everyone has Lukaku, let's be honest. Crouch, I know I recommended Crouch in one of my videos. I probably wouldn't put him in my starting 11. Jeff Holt, a new subscriber to the chat. Welcome. Welcome. Enjoy calling these haters mother truckers. Not today, mother truckers. Hashtag it. If you can get a few more people hashtagging that on Twitter, that would be amazing. Hashtag not today, mother truckers. Carl Walker to Everton. What? Marcus Pentland, what have you heard that I have not heard? As far as Milner, too expensive at 6.5 million. Leo Messi. Hello, Leo Messi. You could probably be doing something more with your time. Probably spending your money in a restaurant or something like that. Ozil or Laka by Jonathan Chung. Potentially. Lacazette, the way he started. We got Sachiaki, Benjari. Guys, rate his team in the chat for me. Purely because I'm trying to focus on doing Twitter teams. It's not that I'm ignoring you, Sachiaki, but literally if I rate your team, I'm going to be looking down at my iPad. So I'm sure some of the guys in the chat will help by rating your team. We are moving on to 2 teams from Mark Mardini. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. I've not seen his name. Of course, Joe Cooper, you're creating a Twitter account just so I can rate your team. What other reason is there for a Twitter account? Let's be honest, other than FPL. Anyway, we have Foster in goal and Elliott. This is team number 1, so you guys can put in the chat team 1 or team 2. We have Lindelof, Trippier and Cedric in defence. Lanzini, the best midfielder at West Ham to be fair. Dele Alli, Coutinho and Zaha. Then we got Kane, Defoe and Firmino up front. We have some decent people on the bench like Rangel, Lejeune. I would never go with a new player to the league until I've seen him settle in. And Aaron Moy. And the other team, which we have to choose from, seems to have a lot stronger defence, but I'm worried that's going to affect the rest of the team. But we'll go over it. We have Fraser Forster and Elliott in goal. Keane, Lindelof, Alderweireld and Bailly. Sigurdsson, Ali, Coutinho, Moy. That midfield doesn't feel as weak as I thought it would. Kane, Defoe. And there's that very popular, for some reason, Ashley Fletcher. He's not going to play, but I think he must be ridiculously cheap. J&O t-shirt, not to date. Dude, do you want a job? Chaos, do you want to be like my merchandise salesman? Let me write that down. I'm going to randomly pause for a bit. But you've seen the 2 teams, guys. So, in the chat, let Mark Mandini know which of those 2 teams is better, team 1 or team 2. And I am literally going to make a little note for sober J&O, because right now drunk J&O may not remember this. So we have WordPad up eventually. Not today, mother truckers. We have some geniuses in the chat. Rooney could be brilliant at 7.5, Goblin Crusher. Definitely a great option, especially the way he scored that first goal. From what I've read about the game, though, Everton actually looked better without him, with a more mobile striker up front. Hashtag to get me to see your teams is RMTFPL. You should see it on the screen now. It may not be as clear. I've not had a chance to edit my overlay, but it's RMT, hashtag RMTFPL. Literally type the letters out how I just said it. Who's the best defender, 5.5 or under? Off the top of my hat, I would go with Kieran Trippier. He's 5.5 million. Lindelof, Trippier, Cedric, Foster will be the template. It's very possible. Those are all good options. Bertrand McCauley. Free of charge. You've just lost out on your cut, Chaos. I was going to give you a percentage. I was pretty sure Walker had signed for City. I saw it earlier today. But, you know, I don't want to say something on chat that or in stream that is completely wrong. But when people rewatch it, and I've realised I've not been publicly listing my streams, so you may have seen a lot of streams suddenly come up today, this morning. Anyway, next team we have Alondra Welch. How can I turn this into a 3-4-3? Let's have a look, shall we? Alright, we've got Foster and Myhill. You've gone for the West Brom goalkeeper options. Lindelof, Cedric, Trippier, Dawson. Well, Dawson can go on the bench. I don't know if you've got any cash left. I imagine you don't with that starting lineup. You will probably have to sacrifice something somewhere to make that a 3-4-3. Tomorrow should be the formations episode, by the way. There's two clear formations I'd suggest. One is the standard formation, and then we do have a second formation that is becoming a lot more popular, so it's definitely worth considering during the season. What a draft team is. Stefan Perkovic. A draft team, I'm presuming you're talking about just generally that has been a draft team in previous years. A draft team is just a team that you make up that you're not necessarily going to keep. It's just your first draft and then you may change it. Although there is now the FPL draft which starts on Monday, where you would literally just draft a team against other people. So there's a different draft now which could get some people confused that are just joining the community. But initially a draft was just the team you're planning to use, but that could easily change. Evan J. Fox, I understand, buddy. I understand you may not be able to watch the stream, just like I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow. So it's understandable, mate. No worries. You have supported 3 streams in a row, so don't feel obliged to support me. Verizon, does that mean that was an American we just rated? American people in FPL. Welcome to a real football league. I apologise, any MLS fans. I apologise straight away for the hatred thrown towards your league. Anyway, James Brenchley. Let's have a look at your team. You've got Wayne Hennessy and Foster. Great goalkeeping pair there. I don't know anyone else who has that goalkeeping pair. Still don't know about the draft, Marcus. Apologies for that. I'm going to wait till Monday and have a look at it proper. Team-wise, Cedric, sorry, getting sidetracked quite easily today. My mind is ready to fight, but isn't necessarily focused as it should be. Anyway, Cedric, Dawson and Trippier. Great for back three. Sorry, back three. Jeez, get a grip. Get a grip, JNO. Anyway, Phillips. We all know my opinions on Phillips. The best West Bromwich midfielder, but not ideally a midfielder I want to put in my side. Dele Alli, Willian and Sterling. I like that midfield. I think there are better Man City options, but it allows you to have a very strong front three. So decent looking team there. Mate, the focus I'm currently using is ridiculous. My mind is playing tricks on me. Damn my colleague for buying me quite a lot of beer. Anyway, whose team are we looking at now? We have... Oh, that name is going to hurt me. At Gmail. So that's his email. I apologise for putting your email on stream. I'm just going to click past it. I'm not necessarily sure I want to put your email on stream. I don't know what might happen with your email on stream. I may not publicly list this one just because of that bit there. Anyway, Fabianski and Foster, decent goalkeeper pairing. Cedric, Tompkins, Lindelof. That's a good defence. I'm not a massive fan of Tompkins. 2 Palace players as well. Anyway, Ali, Mane and Pogba are good midfielders alongside Loftus-Cheek. Stanislas, I think Stanislas could have a great season this season. So, could be a great choice there. Aguero. If Aguero has a great start to the season, you will be absolutely laughing because so many people seem to be ignoring him. Alright, we have Marcus LFC's team. Thank you for sending your team in, brother. Yeah, Pranvav Bafajay. I apologise if you get any emails. I didn't realise you had your email address up there until after I literally read it out. My bad. Unfortunately, I seem to be the target of some hate from, I wouldn't even say any sort of community. It's just a few individuals. Yeah, I hope they don't get your email, because I wouldn't put it past them to do something horrible. So just be wary tomorrow morning or this evening with your email address, and apologies if anything does happen. Let me know, because I'm not the type to take things lying down, and I might have to make a video about these people. Anyway, fair enough, everyone's saying in the chat. It's already on Twitter, so what happens, happens. But I know what happens, happens. I just don't want it to happen because of my stream. But next team, sorry. Marcus, LFC 12. We have Foster, Trippier, Cedric, Nathan Ake. Great defence there. Bruno and Lascelles. I don't know much about Bruno. Lascelles seems to be the Newcastle option of choice. Loftus-Cheek, a decent fifth midfielder. Pedro, Pogba, Ali, Coutinho. That's a strong four-man midfield. Kane and Lacazette. Lacazette has scored already. Kane is Harry Kane. Jordan Ayew could be a great shout at the price he is currently coming in at. So decent side there. By the way, guys, I'm not sure how long I will stream today because of how late we got into the stream. I'm going to at least hit an hour, because I feel like I should always aim for at least around an hour. But it may just be an hour's worth of RMT FPL live today. Watford Maniacs built a new team. This is my fourth go at it. Only your fourth. Watford Maniacs, you're doing well. I've put in more teams than 4 so far. Thank you, Marcus Pentland. Bruno is apparently Huddersfield's captain, so he should be pretty nailed on to start. Alright, so Watford Maniacs has got Foster and Begovic in goal. That's a decent shout, those two goalkeepers. Macaulay, Cedric, Lindelof, Rangel, Hunmia. Again, any Huddersfield fans, let me know what his chances are of playing. Loftus-Cheek and Zaha. I don't like doubling up, and you have 3 Man United players. Again, I don't like tripling up, even if they are in different areas of the field. Pereira is a popular choice. Zaha, Ali, we all know I think Ali is almost a must. Firmino, Kane and Lukaku, strong front 3, but I still think there's work you could do on that side. I think you don't need 3 Man United midfielders, and I also think 2 Crystal Palace midfielders is not the way to go. Personally, don't get me wrong, I've been wrong a couple of times. Alright, so we have a wider screenshot from a computer here. So I have a feeling I need to just alter it slightly so you can actually see it on screen. That will do, hopefully. Alright, you guys should be able to see all that clearly. So we have Foster and Begovic, again, great pairing. Cedric Macaulay. David Luiz is a player I haven't seen much of. I mean, David Luiz could be a great shout. Sorry for the pause there. Brain ticking, not working as quickly as it has been. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to go with a Chelsea defender, there might be a better option, maybe. But pre-season could show David Luiz is the best option. Rudiger's coming in, but he's shown no oh wow, my vocabulary today is messed up. I've not seen any signs that Rudiger is likely to score lots of goals, so I don't think you have to worry about Rudiger coming in as far as goals is concerned. You've got Zaha, Benteke. I would probably only have 1 Palace attacking player. Leroy Fer. Leroy Fer had periods last season where he was actually really good going forward. So Leroy Fer could be a great shout. Sanchez, Fabregas, it's all about where Fabregas plays, if he's a good option. Lukaku, everyone knows Lukaku's a good shout. Rooney, I still need to see more from him in pre-season for me to go with Rooney myself. Bertrand, Holebas and Snodgrass. If Snodgrass goes to a lower side in the league, Snodgrass could be a viable option again. Ryan Bertrand should be in that starting 11 for me personally. Goblin Crusher, I'd agree. I mean, Lindelof is a very popular option in defence, though. If you want to cover yourself as far as team ownership, you might want to keep Lindelof. But I don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of Benteke. I would keep Zaha over Benteke just because of my own personal preferences. Hello, Killian Gubbins. Welcome to the chat. Jeff Holt is here to help. Don't eat the help. Not 100% sure what that's about, Jeff. Chaos Winter is coming, higher up in the chat. Fair enough. Winter is coming. Game of Thrones dropping soon. I think that team is done. Do we have many more teams left? Oh, wow. He wasn't ready. 21 new results. Jeff Holt, I am going to play a game week 3 or 4 wildcard. Alright, we're going to have to steam through some of these. Man, I wish my colleague hadn't asked me to go for a drink. Firmino or Gale, definitely Firmino. A lot of people are avoiding Everton players as well. Mate, is this stream even doing that well? Because I really don't think I am performing like I usually would. Mate, you missed my team name higher up in the chat twice. Did I? That was 1 day ago, the last time I have Chaos. Have you tweeted the team Chaos, or have you put it in the chat? Because I am probably going to miss what's in the chat. Anyway, I believe I haven't rated this side yet by... Did I rate Linus? Yeah, I did rate Linus. So we're going Clayton Guedes. We've got Ben Foster and Myhill in goal. The West Bromwich connection there. Otamendi, too much in defence. I just feel that straight away. That's 3 very good defenders, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you're spending too much in defence. David Silva, I would be wary of. Kante isn't a good FPL option. I don't mean to rinse into this team. That is not my goal here. But Kante doesn't score FPL points. It's that simple. Coutinho and Ali, there's nothing wrong with. Firmino, Jesus and Lukaku, also a great front 3. I'd definitely look at taking out Kante. That would be my first port of call. And let's click this daunting little 21 new results. I'm sure I mentioned your team name a couple of seasons ago. Seasons ago. Wow. Sorry. Streams ago. 1 or 2 streams ago. I'm pretty sure I realised what your team name is. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for 22 new results. Should have clicked on this earlier. So, I apologise if I'm scrolling past your name. I'm just trying to find the latest team. Game of Halves. See, look, there you are. I know who you are, man. I know who you are. We've got Darage's team there. Ryan Seachurn is there. This is the last team we did, Clayton Guedes. So, Ryan Seachurn, your team is up next. Wow. Okay, OBS was trying to exit, which almost messed up the stream. This is all going perfectly to plan, boys. Perfectly. Anyway, this team, we don't get to see the bench, but we have Foster in goal, Cedric, Daniels and Dan. I like the team at the defence. I'm not too sure on Scott Dan myself, but the midfield makes up for it. The problem is, I'm presuming your striker is nobody, because that way you can keep that 5-man midfield. Lacazette and Lukaku up front could work wonders, but personally, fixture-wise, I feel like Man United and Man City have the best fixtures of the top teams. Marcus Pentland, are you still at the pub, JNO? I probably should still be at the pub. The thing is, it's a good thing I sobered up, because I was going to put the girl that I met at the pub's Instagram on stream just to show her, because she didn't believe me that I had a YouTube channel with over 2,500 subscribers, and I said, don't dare me, because I will go on stream tonight live. She may even be watching, so hello G, if you're watching. I was telling her if I do it, I could at least get 10 people probably to do something with your Instagram account. And she was like, no you can't, no you can't. And I'm going to control myself and stop myself doing that. Almost 60 people watching right now. I don't know what the likes and dislikes ratio is. There probably is a lot of dislikes because we know what the haters are like. But never mind. Thank you. Yesterday, by the way, the video yesterday had 16 to 18 dislikes. By the time I woke up, I had 44 likes on that video, and I think it was still rising later on in the day. You guys went ham on that video and just showed the haters, not today, mother truckers. Anyway, sorry, back to rating teams. I am all over the place today. A team has no name. I get the reference, don't worry. I would probably say something very smart and Game of Thrones related, but I'm not at my best today. Don't tell anyone. No, I'm not putting her Instagram on. Should I? Don't do it, JNO. Don't be stupid, because the last couple of streams have got like 500 odd views. I don't want to put her name on stream because she may not want all that sudden attention. I tell you what, next stream, before I go on, I will message her on Instagram and say, do you really, now that we both aren't drinking, want me to prove the pull I have with my YouTube channel? And if she says yes, then she's asked for it. Anyway, ratio of 2 to 1, I think, on the likes and dislikes, which is good. XL, yes, Ryan Seachurn has sent me a database, so thank you very much. Don't tempt me, guys. My judgment isn't good today. Don't tempt me. Anyway, back to rating teams. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here for sharing girls' Instagrams. She's a woman, of course she wants it. Marcus, behave. I agree, but behave. Anyway, whose team we rating? Sorry, Dominic Frankulich, BPL fans #1. We got Fraser Forster in goal with Heaton. Tom Heaton in on the bench. Shouldn't be on the bench. If you have Tom Heaton, you should be putting him in your starting lineup. I got burnt too many times by not having Tom Heaton in my starting 11. Smith, that is my Huddersfield defender of choice if you're going to have one. Dawson and Cedric, Aki and Lascelles on the bench, Loftus-Cheek, Ali, Coutinho, Pogba, Redmond, Defoe, Lukaku and Benteke. I feel like you need a stronger striker alongside Lukaku. Otherwise, I don't have an issue with that team. I know it's easy to say that, but I personally am not a fan of Benteke. I don't think he's necessarily going to be the greatest option. Especially an Instagram woman. Guys, shush. I mean, a couple of streams ago you wanted me to do a goat impression. Now you wanted me to share girls' Instagram accounts. I'm here for FPL chicks. Oh no, I'm here for FPL. Chicks are a bonus. You know what? How good would it be if there were FPL chicks? I almost brought someone's name up then as an FPL chick, but I don't want to pigeonhole her like that. Anyway, we are now rating Thomas McCarthy's team. Thank you, Thomas, for sending in your team again, my friend. We have Fraser Forster and Fabianski with Cedric, David Luiz, me, McCarthy, Sanchez, Ali, Lallana, Phillips, Kane and Jesus. Lallana, I worry about game time. Otherwise, MacArthur, I think he can do better as well as for a fifth midfielder. But otherwise, that's a decent, strong-looking side. Another David Luiz. Not really a player I've been considering, but... she's going to think... you guys really know how to push my buttons, don't you? Like, in a good way. Not like those haters way. In a good way, you know how to, like, try and push me towards doing something I don't necessarily want to do. Dara Smith says don't do it. Thank you, Dara Smith. I've got someone on my side, guys. You can't touch me now. Dara Smith is on my side. FPL chick Robbie Savage. Ryan Seachurn, don't do that. Just bear in mind you wouldn't want someone else to do it with your mum, sister, wife. Exactly. Exactly. Got some people on my side now. And Joe Cooper. See, got people backing me up. I've got a conscience in this chat, and their names are Dara Smith, Joe Cooper, Ryan Seachurn. The rest of you are little devils. I would never mention Nim Freer as an FPL chick. Don't try and put words in my mouth, Goblin Crusher. Show my team. Alright, my team. As you guys have requested it, I shall deliver. Eventually. And by the way, I'd just like to say I'm fashionably late this evening. Not late. Again, I just have to... because last time you guys said the image was too small. It's now too far zoomed in. So let me just zoom out a bit. And move. No, I can't move the blimmin' thing. There we go. Alright, so we have in my side. I don't think I've changed it from yesterday. I don't think I've even looked at it. Because today I had to do first aid. If you don't know, I'm a security guard. Security team leader is my official title. Because I have some pull and some authority. But yeah, you know. I'm just one of those authority figures like in WWE. But anyway, I had to go to a first aid, and it was a lady with a migraine, and I sat with her for 3 hours. But fortunately, I have had migraines myself, perfectly capable of dealing with the situation. I did get a little bit bored. I hope the customer doesn't watch this. I doubt it. Looking at the customer, I don't think she's an FPL player, but that would be a bit judgmental. She could very well be one of the best players in the world. But yeah, 3 hours looking at this lady just with her eyes shut, laying on a couch, trying to get this migraine to go away. I did get a free coffee and a biscuit though, which was nice. Ryan Seachurn, I would be going to bed as well if I didn't promise everyone a stream. I blame my colleague Trevor. He was like, do you want to go for a drink, mate? Just a quick one. I'm like, a quick one? I can still get back in time for the stream. Yeah, that worked out for me, didn't it? Anyway, for those of you that haven't seen my team, we have Foster, Cedric, Lindelof and Francis. We have Coutinho, Sanchez, Stanislas and Ali. We have Lukaku, Jesus and Ayew with Loftus-Cheek, Pennington, Norton and Coleman on the bench. But enough about my team. Let's try and get this back where we need it. I think that will do for now. Anyway, did I rate this side? I feel like I did with David Luiz there, so I feel like I've got so many teams to get through. So back in again. We have Daraj, legend in the channel, legend in the chat, De Gea and Elliott in goal, Trippier, Bertrand, Alonso, good defence. Alonso in defence means you may have less money elsewhere because he is one of the most expensive defenders. But Ali, Coutinho, Redmond and Chadley. Chadley, looks like he's had an argument with Pulis, so I probably wouldn't pick Chadley. Troy Deeney, I need to see something from a Watford player before I pick him. Lacazette, Lukaku are great options, though. The biscuit I got, it was a chocolate chip cookie, like double chocolate chip cookie, which was very nice, and a cappuccino. Cappuccino was also very nice. Thank you for asking, Chaos. Best part of my day, cappuccino and a biscuit. That's a lie. The drinking with a colleague from work and getting to know some lovely individuals that just happened to be women. I sound like a proper idiot sometimes, sorry. Anyway. Marcus Pentland, yeah, never mind Instagram what biscuit you get. Would you do it for a chocolate biscuit? I'm not even sure that's the words. Who's better, Michael Keane or Maguire? Michael Keane is better. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get more points, though. David says Lindelof nearly went to Borough. He might have been a good option at Borough if he had gone. Have I right? I'm losing track. He said to still you can send it. I can't promise anything, Mohammed Dermadash. I will try and get through these teams. Thank you, Annalisa Boutigi. I cannot say your surname, especially the state I'm in. Anyway, back to the streams. Streams. Ugh. Chaos, forgive me. My mind isn't there. I'm not as sharp as I usually am. What's going on with Andrew? Fire through some teams. Right, let's go. Sorry if that clap was loud. We have Vasilis Sirikov, and we are going to fire through this team. I'm going to point out the players I would change. It's a shame when I don't see a player I want to change straight away. Phillips would be the one I would look at improving on. I just don't feel like... I feel like Phillips had a very hot part of last season, but isn't probably going to be a consistent option. Apologies if you've been waiting for your team and I'm just going to breeze through it. But... Whoops, didn't mean to... That's a nice picture though, bro. You've got decent hair there. And I mean that sincerely. That wasn't meant to be a dig of any sort. And I've gone back up to the top. But it's fine, because that lovely hair is going to help me find you quicker than if it had been anyone else I'd accidentally not rate the team of. And you watch, I've just scrolled past it, haven't I? I just said I'd easily find this team, and I'm now not going to find this team. Oh, God damn it. I'm so lost, guys. I am so lost. I've definitely done Watford Maniacs and Linus. Where is that guy's hair? I don't think I've done Dara Smith. I don't think I've done Mahmoud Badway. Game of Halves I don't think I've done. But I do think I've done Dominic Frankulic. Dawson Smith, Cedric, Foster, Coutinho, Pogba, Redmond. And there's no one I would change in that side if I haven't done your team, Dominic. So apologies for that. You know what? I would breeze through teams, but Chaos is being a bit nitpicky with me today. Gabriel Jesus. Is that better for you, Chaos? Master of Magic, it was me. I've lost Master of Magic. Alright, we're going to reload the page. We're going to try and find out where I was. And we're going to try and save this shambles of a video. Thomas McCarthy, I definitely checked his team. I don't feel like I did Mahmoud's. Elias Royson. Where are you, Elias? And did it put you somewhere that I wasn't expecting you? Okay, new rule for me. Don't accept drinks from a colleague if I'm planning a stream. I just really want to find the guy I was about to rate the team of, and then it all went wrong. And I know some of you are now going to see your names and you're going to be like, rate my bloody team. I cannot see your team, Elias Royson. Fast getting drunk. This is water. I'm trying to sober up. I'm Dominic and you've done mine. Mate, I know it's just bants, but it's worthwhile bants because the struggle is real. I apologize. Elias Royson, send it again. Hopefully it'll be at the top after I blitz through some of these teams. And apologies again for blitzing through teams, but we have a lot of teams to go through. We're going to go to Mahmoud Badways. We have De Gea, Foster, Cedric Lascelles, Holding. Holding, I'm not sure, will be a starter. Ericsson, Sane, Coutinho, Redmond, Kane, Jesus, and Gale. Gale, I don't like. I've said that multiple times in the chat. He could prove to be a great option. The one that really would worry me in that starting team is Holding, though. Alright, we've got Hennessy, Smith, Lindelof, McCauley. I like the way that starts. Lossie could be decent, to be fair. I don't know much about him, though. Tom Carroll, Francis, Rangel. Decent bench. Sanchez, Sigurdsson, Willian, Townsend. I would go Zaha over Townsend, but I'm assuming Townsend's cheaper. Wouldn't pick Crouch as my third striker, even though he is in one of my videos. Alright, so we are now looking at Everett Martin. His team is Tom Heaton, Bellerin, me, and David Luiz. Bellerin doesn't seem to be in many teams, so if he does well, you're laughing. Coutinho, Ali, Zaha, Loftus-Cheek, 2 Palace midfielders, and a Palace forward. I don't really like the idea of Lukaku and Kane. Great options, though. I would definitely lessen the Crystal Palace influence on that side. We then go to Thunder66 UK. Foster, Milner, Daniels, Alonso. Like the look of that back four. Ward, Norton, a decent shouts for Fabianski. Your midfield feels weak. Pogba's really the only standout option there, and if he doesn't get pushed forward, you could be struggling. I don't know why your team feels weak up front as well with Defoe. I feel like with that midfield, you should be able to afford a more expensive striker. I feel like you probably have some money left to spend there, but that's just a gut feeling. And you do have Alonso and Milner, both 2 very expensive defenders. Alright, we're now on Kieran Niles, and we have Foster in goal with Foster on the bench. I probably said the same name twice there. Smith and Ince, 2 Huddersfield options, which seems brave to me. Trippier, Cedric, Zaha, Redmond, and Coutinho. Have no issues with those 5 there. Defoe, Kane, and Lukaku, I'm cool with as well. The bench looks decent as well, mate. Adam Soiler, we have Courtois in goal with Foster on the bench. I don't personally go for expensive goalkeepers, but it can pay off. Daniels, David Luiz, Lindelof, Pedro, Morales, Ali, Zaha, King, Lacazette, Lukaku. I don't really like the idea of King purely because of his move to being up front. I don't think he'll score as many points this season, and I think he won't actually play up front in the game. Jesse Bastella, we have De Gea in goal, Foster on the bench, Smith, Dawson, Bertrand, Siggy, Pogba, Redmond, Ali Sala, Lukaku, Gabbiadini. Even if Gabbiadini is the first choice, I think I just got to that point where I don't trust him straight away. He needs to prove to me he can score again to get into my side. Satyaki, Benaji, Foster, Coleman, decent, cheap goalkeeper options there. Smith, Cedric, Tompkins, Yedlin, Rangel, Tadic, Knockout, Carroll, Coutinho, Sanchez, Lukaku. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not a fan of Gale. Midfield-wise, I feel like you should be able to afford someone else here. Like, Carroll's fine as the cheap 5th midfielder. I feel like you could probably spend a little bit on Knockout or Tadic. Stanley apologies. I can't even read today, and then you want me to pronounce names. Hugo Lloris, Alonso, Walker, Valencia, Bellerin. That defence looks ridiculous. And I believe because of that, you've had to weaken the rest of your options, because only Özil and Coutinho as strong midfielders. I would want an initial stronger midfielder there. Kane, Rooney, decent, but then you've got Fletcher on the bench. Fletcher seems to be Mr. Striker Enabler, who you're just not going to play, because he's not going to play. Game of halves, I wonder who this is. Anyway, Foster, Begovic, decent. Cedric, Aki, Trippier, I like. Morgan, Loftus-Cheek, Yedlin, Coutinho, Ali. This feels balanced. I would ideally want someone slightly stronger out of Allen and Fraser, but I'm supposing that allows you the strike force that you have. So that's a decent shout. Good team, my friend. Martin Vertin. I'm going to, just to speed it up, just pick out players I would take out. Rodriguez, we need to see some form. He could be a great punt, but that is the one I'd be worried about in that side. Eric Reiten, Forster, Kane, Olsen, Carali. I have no issues with that team. I mean, I don't know Sutner. I don't know how good he'll be, but nothing 100% wrong with that team. First 3 game weeks this team is picked for, and it is from Kalen Lee. It's Gabbiadini that stands out to me there. And also Chadley with his issues with Pulis. 3U, rate my team FPL. Phillips, again, Gale. Those are the two. I'm sure you lot could have seen that coming before my brain slowly managed to figure that out. Those are the two I'd change. Mohamed Dermadash. I feel like I've said your name already today. Foster, De Gea. Walker at Man City. As long as you're aware that he's going Man City, then that option is actually fine. I would like a more expensive midfielder between Allen and Zaha. And it doesn't feel like you have a very strong attack, like forward line. Seb Hodgson, legend. Foster, Myhill, Cedric Trippier, Tompkins, William Pogba, Zaha, Ali, Firmino, Kane. Gabriel Jesus. I tried to just wink at my microphone instead of my camera. This one may not get listed, this stream. And I feel like I'm falling behind in the chat, but I like that team. I like that team, and I like the fact that I got to pronounce Gabriel Jesus' name. De Gea, Cedric, Keane, Daniels, Fabregas, Zaha, Ali, Coutinho, De Bruyne. That's a strong, strong midfield. Lukaku, Benteke, not a fan of Benteke, and then you've got Fletcher. If both your strikers got injured, Ashley Fletcher is the one to come on, and he can't come on, and then you'd be a player down. That's my problem with Fletcher. Charlie M2965. Alright, we got Foster and goal, Myhill, Lindelof, Trippier, Redmond, Ali, Coutinho, Salah, Gale, Lukaku, Jesus. Gale is the one I would worry about there. Redmond is a risk, but I think he's a calculated risk. Dara Morris, legend in the chat, now legend on Twitter for sending me his team. Apologies for how quick this goes. You know I don't like Phillips, but literally that is the only issue I have with your team. Apart from Firmino's maybe wastefulness. Only 3 results. I'm sorry guys. I do love these streams, but it does seem a bit overwhelming today. I mean, Daraj has seen me record Football Manager drunk. And at least with that way, I could just do things at my own pace and then edit it together later. This is live, and I can feel that it's live. Elias Royson, we will take our time with your team. Is it 2 separate teams? Because we owe it to you, brother. Or is it the same team, but with Lukaku, Lacazette, Kane? This has fooled me. No, it's a different team. All right, so let's have a quick look at these 2 teams. Game 1 and Game 2 in the chat. First team is De Gea, Elliott, Macaulay, Cedric, Dawson, Redmond, Pogba, Sanchez, Tadic, Richie, Lukaku and Lacazette. I like the look of that side. The bench isn't too bad as well, considering 2 Southampton midfielders and a defender. I'd be a bit worried that you had so many options there. Dawson and Macaulay, too many West Brom defenders as well for my liking. Didn't do Team 2. De Gea, this is Team 2. Oh, wow. This was Team 1, wasn't it? Or was it? No, it wasn't. This is Team 2. Oh, boy. Apologies, this is probably the worst stream I've done. But at least it started better than yesterday's one. Alright, we've got De Gea and goal, Elliott, McCauley, Cedric Dawson, Redmond, Pogba, Loftus-Cheek, Tadic. I'm moving further away from the mic, so I hope that hasn't affected the volume. Front three is awesome. Again, too many Southampton and West Brom players for my liking. But you may be deliberately doing that. And if it pays off, it's a great strategy. Henry, we are looking at a decent side there. Phillips, you all know my opinions on Phillips by now if you've been in the chat. But decent side, Henry. I would look at changing Phillips out. And Stoke, this is the last one for today, boys. I will hang around and chat with people in the chat a little bit longer. But I'm not going to lie, I am lagging a bit. And I've run out of water. But Stokey, let's have a look at your side. We have Foster, Bertrand, Vertonghen, Aki. Bojan, I'm not sure about as a choice. He could come in good this season. Your strike force does not feel strong enough. People have the likes of Lukaku, Jesus and Firmino, and you're relying on Gabbiadini and Ayew. So your midfield is so strong, but I feel like it's affected the guys you have up front. Really sorry, guys. That will be it for the hashtag RMTFPL for today. I just am seriously lagging. And it's not your guys' fault, it's my guy's fault. I should have said no to my friend when he asked me to go for a drink. We'll just go through the chat for a bit. Wow. Seems like there's a lot of chat. Fast getting drunk, struggles real. Marcus, did I go past your team again? Apologies if I did. Dermadash, I know I went over your team. I know I looked at your team. I did not know, Chaos, that Salah scored today and Dwight Gale scored too. I still stand by the fact that I don't think Dwight Gale will do that well in the Premier League. Prices are fixed, Joseph Cornely, until game week 1 starts. Who would I play as the third striker? I like the look of the Swansea options purely because Lukaku won't play and they save you a bucket load of money. A lot of people have Firmino as their third striker though, which basically means you are playing all three of the strikers all season pretty much until you change up the layout with probably a wild card. Cormac Gibney, we do our teams just for fun. We know it's going to change. We know we may change our teams. I'm on my 4th, 5th, 6th draft now. Southampton midfield is filled with talent. I just don't know where the points are going to come from though. I feel Defoe might be weak purely because I don't know for definite he will be a first team player. I feel like he will, but I feel like points will get shared around that team a lot more than people think they will. Iheanacho we've talked about before. If he goes to Leicester, could be a great option. He may contend with Vardy for goals though, which is disappointing for Vardy's prospects, but easily better for Iheanacho's. I've got my mouth open. My wife has warned me that I do sometimes read like this. So I'm trying to learn to close my mouth while I'm reading. Why on earth would you have your mouth open while reading? I don't know. In your head as well. 11,200 last season. That is a great score, Martin, to be fair. This season seems difficult for me. I picked my team a lot easier last season. You ain't no Andy Ask. I probably am not Andy, if you're talking about the Andy I'm thinking talking about. He has done streaming a lot longer than I have, though, to be fair. Caden Lacker and IU, that's similar to my lineup. Love it, it's so funny. I'm glad you're enjoying my drunkenness. I agree too much on defence for the Alonso Milner combo. West Brom fixtures are awesome. West Brom don't seem to score goals. Phillips had one good period last season. I wouldn't say I hate Phillips. I actually think he's a very promising player. I just don't see West Brom as a good return, at least for attacking points. Defensively, those defenders can score some goals, so you could be looking at a great result from them. I am human, though, and I could be really wrong. I have some biases and prejudices. Don't use complicated words when you've been drinking, JNO. And because of the way they played last season, I went off West Brom attackers. I could rue that opinion, but we will see. I do think your hair's nice, mate. You have a lovely head of hair. A lot better than mine. Mine just curls up and goes great. Best stream ever. You sure about that? I'm no Andy. I think 5 million for Tommy Smith seems a bit much, to be fair. City players, I'm going to have to see pre-season, Kieran, before I can recommend any of them. JNO on fire. If filled with alcoholic content that could become flammable, then yes, I believe you're right. I have Evan Fowler. I don't even know what that means. F.U. Go Muck with Annie Gibson. I don't know who Annie Gibson is, but I apologise if that makes any sense to anyone else, but I'm blocking it. Kieran Niles, I still will not change. What this can become is a great bit of banter between us, because I will stick to my guns and say Dwight Gale will not have a good season, and then you lot can keep bringing up his preseason goals and rub it in my face. Zima Arts has joined the chat. I apologise, Zima. I'm probably about to call it an evening. In fact, I am calling it evening. I apologise. This was meant to be the official release of FPL today. Rate My Team Live. I am shattered. I went out for a drink, and yes, and I came in all ready to tell all the haters. Oh, I forgot the saying. It's a good thing I wrote it down earlier. Something mother truckers. Not today, mother truckers. I came on all hyped up, and I've slowly deflated, haven't I? So yeah, guys, Sigurdsson, by the way, I agree with Annalise Buttigieg. Wait until we see what happens with Siggy before you put him in your side. When's the next stream? Let me rephrase. When's the next sober stream? I can't promise anything, Chaos. Who knows? These people want to say goodbye to me, and the best way to say goodbye to me is to get me drunk. I mean, I got my friend chatting to a girl, so, you know, I become very friendly when I'm drunk, and then I get very tired because I'm old. And you got to get me at that happy, friendly bit. What am I doing? Anyway, if you get me at the very happy bit, when I first start getting drunk, I can be quite entertaining and funny, and then I start getting tired. Yes, I am pissed. Very. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. I'm going to call it there. Make sure to continue watching How to FPL series, or How to Play Fantasy Premier League. Next couple of episodes should be coming up over the weekend. Your support on those episodes would be greatly appreciated. The first episode today looks like it's doing really well. We will get more into depth about all of the nitty-gritty details of FPL. So make sure to stay tuned. I am knackered. Yes, you're right. I need to go sleep. Thank you guys so much for joining in the stream. Apologies for the performance tonight, but some of you seem to have enjoyed it, and some of you seem to have put up with it, so I appreciate it either way. I've been JNO. This has been FPL Today. Rate my team live. And remember, don't get drunk before stream. Just don't do it. Or at least if you do it, stream a bit earlier, so you're not tired when you do start streaming. Anyway, catch you guys later.